Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. I think maybe I've got the harvest set up so it'll work reliably. We're at 94.8% of the way there. With the fruit, I did go ahead and change this row to fruit. It's partially fruit right now. Should be all fruit once this runs. It kept running out of seeds. It wasn't building the seeds in time. Like the seed, I forget what it's called now. Seed something? Seed stalker script will create seeds. It wasn't creating them fast enough. So what I did is, with the production quota mod now, I can set the production quota of seeds on the food processor. So its job is to keep the seed levels up. So in theory, this will work right. So if we go here to control panel, the food processor, it's basically an assembler, so it has got the same quota list. So I've got some yields and stuff set, and then down here on the seeds, just have it keep 20 of each and then 50 grain. And then that seems to work. This will be the first full harvest that's automated, if this part works. We'll see how it goes. It is just about done. It's a beautiful day here. Went ahead and made myself a big weather screen here. And cleaned up some of these buttons here. I might need another panel. I've got the lift, so I can just lift it up and down when I'm working on things. And then the door lock just locks all these doors if it's storming. I don't forget and go outside. I have to use the airlock. I need to check. I don't know if there's any way to check the temperature outside with a block. I'm sure you could do it with a script. What I'd like to do is have all these doors locked except the airlock if it's freezing outside. So I need to look into that. If you have any ideas, let me know. If I haven't figured it out, maybe a comment will point me in the right direction. All right, 99.9%. Here we go. Let's see how this works. Should come down, should turn on the sensor. Can come down low enough. Why did it not come down low enough? Great. I didn't change that piston. Why did that only come down to 4.5? Did it hit something? Oh. Whoops. Somebody's a derp. Dadnabbit. We'll see if the cancel button works. Yeah, my shiny new LCD is in the way. I forgot that came down that far. That was my bad. Alright, it should go ahead and stow itself. And it didn't plant anything. We'll just run a manual cycle and we'll see how that goes. We were so close to having an automated thing working, and I screwed it up. I wonder if a half height. I don't think even a half height LCD would fit in there. So we'll see if this is all dropping as it should be. Now that we actually have the seeds in stock, it should work a lot more reliably. Cool. We have any purple. I don't see any purple. It's all white everywhere. Ta-da! Alright, so that is all working. And yeah, that just works with the sensor. So when the sensor passes one of these, it fires off a seed. And as long as you got the seeds in stock, it all works out. Awesome. So we've got a little bit of a to-do list here. I need to build some stuff. I need to go get some magnesium. I want to get a base antenna and a base control seat on, so I can control things like tiny miners further out than with just my suit antenna, which is pretty limited. I think it's just foggy, so we'll go outside. I did test. I came outside when it was freezing, and it didn't harm the plant. So I think it's quick enough, but I just don't want to take too many chances with losing all that. So I did get another hydrogen tank built. I've been putting up some signage around. So let's get a basing antenna built. And then also I want to see... I don't remember where the... where's the large storage container? I want to come up to the roof. So that is 1, 2, 3, be 4 blocks over. I want to come up to the roof. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, is this... Maybe this is sitting on top of it. Yeah, okay, so that's sitting on top of it, right? That's the door. 2, 3, yeah. So 3, 4, and then that's sitting on top. Okay, so we can use this to have a roof cannon or 2. I may want to have one come up over here somewhere as a defense. I wonder if I could have it come up like right here. What's below this? What's that noise? No idea. Alright, fun. Pop one of those then. Go get some parts. But we need to go get some magnesium. What is that noise? Okay. I don't know what that noise is. So I want to build an antenna. Let's get an antenna up here. So we're going to have our turrets there. Let's maybe have our antenna... See, it can't interfere with the wind stuff. Maybe it should be over on top of the farm. It definitely wouldn't interfere with the wind. Yeah, we could put an antenna right here. I think I have that on here. No, that's just beacons. Alright, we want the compact antenna. I kind of like that one. So we'll throw that there. We need some parts. We don't have any parts up here. Throw that on. It is morning, but the weather's making it look super dark. It'll take a bunch of stuff to get this set up. It's large steel tubes. If I have enough radio components, I don't think I have that many in stock. I want to set that to 40 so we always have enough to build an antenna. Okay, it'll be making them because I had it set to like 10 or something like that, so it'll be making them as we go. These things take up a lot of space. Yep, 5 left. Hey, there we go. Okay, now we have an antenna. I'll set this to say 5 kilometers. That should be okay. The magnesium is 3.6, so that should work. We don't really want to show ship name. I think we can set the name in the control panel. Ow. That kind of hurt. Lets me show off my new medical room. So I went ahead and built a medical room instead of the survival kit. So we got that going for us. And I changed my suit a little bit. So it's all green now. Looking all spiffy. I do want a control seat somewhere. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I just want to be able to control the tiny miners with that big antenna. So let's do, is it called control seat? Yeah, here we go. So let's grab some parts. So I could put it like right in front of these LCDs, possibly. That's going to be kind of in the way though. Set it right in front of here, then we can look at the weather. I think we need a bunch of computers. There we go. Alright, sounds like we had some wolf meat out here. Which of you guys were shooting? I've had pretty good luck finding the wolves by following where the guns are pointing. But I don't always find them. But one of these? No, they're both pointing like over there. I think this guy's been pointing this direction for a long time. We'll go look out over here. Don't see anything. Alright, how about you? This gun has been shooting a lot of wolves. Yep, there he is. Looks like meat's back on the menu. Hey, the weather cleared up too. Nice. Alright, let's throw that in there. All kinds of random stuff on me. How's our meal doing? We could use 33. That's 18%. Let's have a fruit bar. Sounds delicious. And then if I hop on here, just like on my little ship, I'm going to put the tiny miner remotes on here. So if we go to TM remote, got 1, 2, 3. So we'll do control, control, control. Then when they're docked, I can just pop over and I'm ready to go. So I want Tiny Miner 2. Actually, I need to set Tiny Miner 1 and 2 both up. So Tiny Miner 1, let's hop in him. He needs to go over here and do some more iron. So let's see if we can do that from this control seat. So I'm going to say record path and set home. Then we're going to undock. Fly between these two trees. We have a bunch of iron. I think it's right in here. Okay, that's the ground. So let's come up here and we'll say stop path recording. Then I want to set up a mining job. And 20 meters. Set on auto. We'll start in the center. That all looks good. We'll say start new job. And we'll see if he can find some iron. Hopefully he can. The Tiny Miner 2 is going to be a little trickier. We'll try it from here. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I'll be able to see enough. Because I only got the one camera on these Tiny Miners. Although, I could adjust it so I could see down. But let's try it. So we're going to go into Tiny Miner 2. We're going to say record path and set home. So apply. We're going to undock. We're going to fly over to this magnesium. Don't remember if this was on the lake or if it's before the lake. I think it's before the lake. I'm going to come right down because I don't want to interfere with the lake path of Tiny Miner 3. Heading over to the lake. Now, how deep was this magnesium? That's what I don't remember. We get like right over this marker. And that's pretty much down, so do here, we'll say stop path recording. And I want to set up a mining job. And it seems like it was kind of deep. Let's set the depth mode to auto ore with a minimum of 30. And we'll see if he can find the ore. So we go back up to start new job, apply. And we'll just have to see what happens. We may have to come back out here and adjust that. But at least he's got the job set up to where he's out here near the magnesium. We'll see how that goes. Alright, looks like Tiny Miner 3 is off to go get some more ice. Excellent. Tiny Miner 1 is getting unloaded. So I did hook up auto crafting 2, automatic LCD 2, and that's how we're seeing our ingots and stuff over here. So we've got a bunch of stone coming in, hasn't got to the iron yet. We're tracking our ingots. You can see we're really low on magnesium. We need a bunch of that coming in. This did not work on the subgrid. That's why I had to build a big one. It would not find the LCDs. And then this is just another copy of the farmhand. It is growing away. I don't know if automatic LCD is... I think it's been updated, so it's aware of the farming stuff. I wonder if I could just add seeds to that. Let's try that real quick, and then we're going to get back to the to-do list. So we'll go into the custom data. And let's make a blank line. And we'll say echo seeds. We'll do an invalist. I won't explain all of this, but basically we're gonna list out in all containers. And let me just try seeds. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing at all. Let it refresh. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. I'll have to consult the documentation. But I'm pretty sure it supports the farm stuff now. Let's go back to our to-do list. So we got those two done. We've got them set up. Let's work on some base defenses. And then I might have to go manually mine a little bit of magnesium so we can at least get some bullets. So we want some turrets. So we'll set the turret up. Let's grab at least one Gatling worth of that. Set up to the roof. And we need to plumb in that guy. But let's put a couple of turrets here. And then I want to figure out a way to have the conveyor come out and have at least a turret over on that side as well. Then we need something that goes out. Because right now these are all kind of blocking any turret fire to that direction. And I don't want to be blowing up all my power. Actually, I might just move the power further away. Right now I don't think we really have any threats coming at us. But it's good to be prepared. There we go. And I'm going to set this guy up to not have idle movement. Crank the range up. And I do have an offensive block, if you saw that down in the base. And we're going to have them target basically everything. Except... shouldn't have to target station. We don't want them shooting at wolves. Alright, this is Gatling turret. Perfect. So I think I can grab stuff with build vision. Oh, is that truss going to be in the way? Yeah, I was just doing that for decoration. I might get rid of those. And unable to place. Why is that? Come on. Like, is this one still in the way? Didn't think that was in the way. No? Okay. What am I missing here, folks? Why can't I place that? Does it have to have a block? It doesn't have to have a block underneath it. That one doesn't. Oh, it's too close to that. That's why. Never mind. Got it. Alright. Put all the stuff back. Need steel plate, indeed. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's too close to that, which I have not moved yet. Let's make it here instead. What's underneath here? That should work. Alright, we'll put our conveyor back on, and then we should be able to put this guy on. I can put my purely decorative truss back down. We had that somewhere out on here. Here we go. So we had a truss pillar. Truss pillar offset. Let's build some of those. There we go. Alright, we just need to get that plumbed up. We need to paste that in. There we go. Boink. And then, I thought I had a light panel up there. I guess I don't. Need some more lights. So I'm going to have turrets on here. In case I want to take control of those, I can just go boink, and then we're in the turret. Then we need some plumbing. So we're going to need some conveyors. So we've got about 4 worth of those. And then how are we going to get there? Because we need to come off of the storage container. Could go up and over this way. That might be the easiest. Change this out. So let's go ahead and make that a T-junction. Just go up and over. There we go. Got it eventually. Got there in the end. Let's do that. This is a very slapped together base. Alright, build planner is empty. Let's grab these on the build planner. Sneak around here. Grab all of that. There we go. That's plumbed up. Now both Gatlings are plumbed up. But we don't have any magnesium, do we? Nope. We got some nickel coming in. Tiny Miner 1 must have found nickel instead of iron. We don't really need nickel, so we might need to go adjust that. Yeah, let's go do that. Yeah, he's into the nickel. So let's grab Tiny Miner 1 and say stop. I want you to fly to job position. And then we need to adjust a little bit. So we definitely got iron here. Seem to be over here instead. Let's go to Tiny Miner. I think I can just move him over here and start a new job. So let's try that. So, set up mining job. Oh, I need to not be standing underneath him. There we go. Now that we've got him positioned. And then we can say, start new job. I think that will work. Yeah, he'll start there and hopefully come up with iron. Alright, let me get a refill and let's go get some magnesium. Let me go ahead and stick that to-do list in the cockpit here. We get that 71%, so we need to wait till we get down fairly low on food. Let's just fly down there with an old jetpack. Live dangerously. We'll get a backpack full of magnesium. Be a start anyway, and we can kind of see how Tiny Miner 2 is doing down here. Oh, he's over here. Got it. Is there magnesium there? Nope, I think we need to be over here. He's headed back, so I'm going to get him readjusted as well. I need him right over my head. I won't be able to connect to him until he gets closer. Should have brought the ship. It's okay, we'll intercept him when he gets about, what, 200 meters out? Something like that. Your Tiny Miner 2. There you are. Control. Control. And then stop. I want you to go to fly to job position. And then I need you to come over. Which direction are you going? Need to kind of fly this backwards. I need you to come right over my head. I'm going to move. Take back control. Oops, wrong button. Go up just a hair. And then we're going to say, go back up to set up mining job. He needs to go down 30 meters. Perfect. And start new job. Alright, and hopefully he will get down there and find some magnesium now. He's going to bring back a lot of stone, but, you know, that's the way it goes. In the meantime, let's get a backpack full of magnesium. Oh, yeah, I don't think there was any down here. So I'm going to tunnel over kind of sideways. Just doing a little right-click drill in here. Yeah, there's the good stuff. Yeah, it's full of stone, though. That's the problem. Is that all just stone?
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Indeed. Inventory is full, folks. Alright, I'm going to throw the stone down there. I want some of this magnesium.
Inventory full.
That's what I want. There we go. A little bit of magnesium more.
Inventory full.
No, 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 no. I need you to go down here with your stone friends. Then give me all the magnesium.
Inventory full.
Still getting a lot of stone.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. All right. We got a backpack full of magnesium. Bonk. Now we can fly back to base. Get a little bit of that processing. Tiny Miner 2 should eventually get down to the good stuff. Meanwhile, we'll process that stone. And we've got a few base defenses. I think I'll work on moving the power probably between episodes. And we're going to start working on a ship. I still haven't decided if I want to do a one-size-fits-all ship or one for planetary and one for space. We shall see. I love Pam. It's such a good script. So come in here and dump off all that stone. Bonk. Good times. Alright, let's go dump our magnesium. Should be able to dump it in here, and then we should be able to refine it. Put that in there. We want to go to refinery. Yep, it already pulled it in. Say magnesium. Alright, we put all the ore in there. Perfect. So I had a bunch of ammo set for on the production quota, so it's building those. I want to build some Gatling ammo first. To clear that out. Is it going to start working on this? Needs to build up a stock, I think. Here we go. We have a crate of ammo. Eventually production quota is going to notice that it needs to make raffle ammo, but I could actually turn that off. So if we go to our assembler, rifle mag, here it is. We probably have plenty of those. Let's set that to like 50. We should have definitely 50 of those, but we'll set that lower for now. Let it do its thing. There we go. We're getting a little bit of ammo here and there. So if we go to Gatling, let's move 2 of those over, so they at least have some ammo. All right, cool. I like it. Let me try one other thing with this seed LCD. Is it singular? Also, I want to get a... Oh, there it is. Yeah, cool. It's just singular. Alright, so I may need to put that on a different screen. It's going to scroll. The other thing I could do is get rid of the spaces, or both. So I could get rid of these headings. I can tell what it is. Try that. It's a little better. I can also do a vertical LCD if I wanted to open this up a little bit. That will work as well. I could make it bigger, but there we go. Cool. So we can track our seeds. You see they are all set. That is awesome. All right. How are we doing on our to-do list? Oh, I put my to-do list in the cockpit. I think I'll keep this little ship just as kind of a last resort if I need something. Build base defenses. Build more base defenses. Move wind turbines. Need to move them further away. Well, I guess while I'm in here, then we can build a bigger ship. Go to space. Build space base. Or space cargo station. There we go. And then I don't know if we want to automate taking the crane up there or just not. We shall see. Let's go check in on the farm. Is it just kind of doing its thing? Oh yeah, I was going to redo all of this. I haven't got around to that yet. Yeah, it's almost ready. Just waiting on the fruit. The fruit takes a long time to grow. That's why I wasn't going to do fruit at first. I might still change that. I think this is just working though. Keeping our ice topped off. Good job, Tiny Miner 3. You're the hero. How much algae do we have? It's just got to be a stupid amount of algae. Yeah, not really. Is it turning it all into crisps? Yeah, I guess it's kind of using it up. Oh no, we got 50 in there. So. Why is it not cooking this meat? We go to food processor. Now meat cooked. Oh, I've only got it set to 10. Let's set that to 100. That way it'll just always cook should always cook the wolf meat. All right, 99.1. Let's end the video with hopefully a fully automated session of farm goodness. We'll see how well that works out. Actually, when's that going to kick off? Real soon now. All right, thanks as always for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.